Hello, hello, hello. What time is it? It's time to hang out with James. Welcome, welcome. If you are coming upon me just by chance, welcome to my standard Thursday morning live at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm James O. Joseph Jr., the Unintentional Psychic, and I welcome you to stick around if you are completely new. Maybe you are happening upon this live for a reason. So who knows what that reason is? Only you do. So we'll see how it goes. And of course, we're going to wait a minute or two and allow our standard membership to realize that I am live and check in and say hi. So while we're doing that, as we normally do, I'm going to just do my singing bowl for a little bit. I like it. Hopefully you like it too. It's pretty high vibe, so sometimes people aren't ready for it. So let's see. Let's see. Might do bars also. So here's my singing bowl. Loving that. Hope you did too. It's pretty high pitched. I enjoy it. Not everybody does. And I'm being guided to just tap the bars real quick. So these are just 3 bars. And of course I love the last one, which is the highest tone kind of thing. Ooh. So, hi. I'm James O. Joseph Jr., the Unintentional Psychic. Welcome to my Facebook Live or YouTube Rewatch, which I promise will be on my YouTube by this afternoon. I'm struggling with that part. I don't know what that's about kind of thing. So, for those of you who are new to me, I am a professional psychic medium in the Queensbury, Glens Falls, Lake George area of New York State, which is about an hour north of Albany, which is the capital of the state. In addition to being a psychic medium, I'm also a Reiki practitioner, IT practitioner, published author, teacher, mentor, spirit guide, portrait artist, intuitive business coach. What else? I think I'm missing 1 or 2 things, to be very honest with you. For me, my strongest psychic senses are... Hi, Mindy. How are you? My strongest psychic senses are psychic knowing, psychic feeling, psychic seeing. But as I joke all the time, especially recently, I'm connected with all the clairs pretty much all the time. It's sort of like having a TV on in a living room, and you're in the living room, and then sometimes you wander off, to the kitchen or the laundry room, but the TV's still on. So it's still, I'm just not giving it my full attention, but it's there all the time. And then for me, mediumship is an amazing, fun thing for me that I'm embracing more and more and more. Where I have like this room in my mind's eye. I don't know if it's a real space, multidimensional or whatever. But when I focus on it, usually there's people and animals there waiting for me to notice them. So that's really awesome. Sometimes even, and I don't know where this falls in. I don't know what this is categorized as, but sometimes I have people in that room that I describe, or I know the energy. I just know it. Like your dad's here, and people will be like, oh, my dad's not passed over, and that's okay. It doesn't mean they're passing over anytime soon. But it usually leads me into a completely different kind of spiritual message relating to that soul energy. So that's a really interesting, fun dynamic that comes up more and more, actually. So, those are the things that I do. Don't mind me. I am just squirmy kind of scenario. So, how are you? How are you dealing with this week? This week is interesting, where obviously it's Thursday the 19th, and the 17th was the first eclipse of the eclipse season, the Ring of Fire eclipse. That happened roughly for me around 11:54. In addition to that, Tuesday was the first official day of the Asian Fire Horse year, which will last until February 5th, 2027. Anybody feeling that yet? I have been. That's for sure. I am having the best hair day today. I love that. B, good morning, B. How are you? You're not on here very often these days. You're too busy. Busy doing your thing, girl. Kid. Sorry. Yes, and of course, it feels like today is a bit of the silence before the storm for tomorrow, which is February 20th, Friday, which is there's some huge astrology moves tomorrow where, and I'm not an astrology girly, but I do know this is super important. So I know there's some planetation movements that are locking in some really intense energy. And I believe it all falls in 0 per degree of Aries, which is the very, very beginning of the astrology wheel. And it's supposed to be super, super impactful. So if that intrigues you, I think I've posted a couple casual things about that. You can also go on a lot of socials or even, just like AI it and get a lot more information about that. But it's beyond significant. Like it's an alignment that's literally got some serious, more power behind it than so many different things that's happened in the last 20 years. I want to say it's an alignment that hasn't ever happened in recorded history of astrology. I could be wrong on that part. But it's supposed to be really, really major in the sense of extreme shakeups, changes, growth. And so for that part, I am calling this week, literally this week. In this week alone, but it sort of is rubbing over for 30 days because I really feel like this intense kick into this new move of energy is going to last about 30 days. But this week alone is the true week of the Pheonix. You may not really start to feel it this week. You may really start to feel it in the most gentle, loving kick in the head in the next week to 2 weeks. But the next 30 days are where people are really, really going to see significant change in their perspective of reality. Did you like that? Super intrigued. I feel it. I've been feeling it for a while. I do tend to get like a 3 to 10 day preview before anybody else. And I'll be honest with you. So the last 7-8 days, I've been upping my meditation. For a little bit, I wasn't meditating at all. And then about 7 days ago, I kicked into getting back into my meditation routine, but not only like a 40-minute meditation, but like every day I've been doing a 2.5 hour meditation, which has really helped me stay grounded and connected during these really intense positive shifts. I don't think any of it's negative. It's going to be bumpy by all means for so many people. It's going to be like riding a roller coaster. So buckle up, Buttercup. But it is, all these things together are just so super significant. Oh, in addition, there was a new moon. So I want to say the 17th, there was also a new moon. And that new moon was really, really significant. I want to say it was a super new moon or something like that. So there's just so many things that were happening astrologically and energetically this week that I just wonder how you're doing. How are you feeling? Are you seeing it? Are you instantly? So here's a question. Do you feel like in the last week or even this week, like you're starting to get pushed a little more by something you can't explain to like move forward? Like sort of like, you've been standing in line, but you're not really moving as quickly as you could, and somebody behind you sort of like just gives you like a gentle push. Hi, Kim Bacoli. Because that's really what this whole next year is going to be until February 5th. But I think it's way more than that, just because of all the other astrological and energetic things going on this week. Nothing but good. Nothing but good. Really just leveling up. Leaving behind all the stuff that was holding you back. And honestly, learning how to let go of the fear and be your most authentic version of you. That's where the sweet spot is. Talking from example. So that is really it. So this is the year of being authentic, being the most loving person to yourself, learning to say no, basically. So many people, and when I say that, it's not only to conversations or people loading work on your shoulders, but it's also saying no to accepting more content than you want. Maybe it's time to really start filtering out the things that are creeping into your reality, your personal perspective, and filtering it and having the permission and the power to say, no, I'm not accepting that. That's not my reality. It might be reality, but I don't necessarily need to deal with that. Mindy, almost like being pushed out of line to go a different direction. Yeah, for some of you, yes, definitely. If you've been off path, like spiritual or soul path, you might feel like you're being pushed off of what you thought the path was to be like soul corrected onto your soul path, your purpose, your God, So for some, it could really be like that. For other people, maybe they're already on the path they need to be, but they're allowing fear to lead, to hold their hand, but fear never takes you where you're supposed to go. So it's like sort of holding you back or trying to take you in the opposite direction or push you to the back of the line because you have worthiness issues or you have inadequacy issues of some sort, or you don't think that you're good enough, or you don't think you know enough, or you don't think that whatever. Imposter syndrome, So all those things. Imposter syndrome is fear. Call it what it is. That's what it is. Do you want fear to continue to control your direction and prevent you from being your full potential as a soul, or your full potential on what you're supposed to be doing here, whatever that is? And each of you have completely different purposes. We're all puzzle pieces of the same larger puzzle. So we don't all have the same purpose by any means, but you do your part. And don't let the rest of the puzzle down, kind of thing. And fear is like, let's say a puzzle was a 2-team game and the other team is trying to keep you from finishing the puzzle. That's fear. Fear is there to hide the pieces, drag the pieces away, flip them all over, tip the table. Are you in control? Are you ready to be in charge of putting the puzzle together? So it's really interesting in that aspect. So, yeah, I don't know why I jumped on that tangent. Did that make sense to all of you? I love when Spirit shows me imagery like the puzzle stuff, because more and more, as we level into this 5D Earth reality, it's really people becoming very, very conscious of how their soul, their drop of the ocean, fits into the puzzle like a puzzle piece, and how we all flow naturally. And we have to get everybody in their puzzle piece this year, especially because this week is literally the splitting of 3D Earth and 5D Earth. So you're going to see people pull away that just don't have the capacity or the bandwidth to level up on a soul energy and really see the freedom, the love, the bliss, the self-control, the self-worth to level up and be their full potential. This is really the week. This is, I think, what our souls have been waiting for a long time. I would almost even say that this, even though the age of Aquarius supposedly started a couple years back, 2022, roughly, I want to say, I really feel like this is the first foot in the doorway into the room of Age of Aquarius, where we're really, really realizing direction, impact, value, oneness. This is deep stuff. I don't even know where this is coming from right now. So, does that all make sense? Anybody want to check in with me and say yeah, or you sound like you're blowing a bunch of smoke, or whatever? Does anybody else feel that way, or do you not feel that way? I would love to hear any of you speak on this. It's interesting because I feel like sometimes I'm the only one that feels something, and then when I talk to other people, they're like, yeah, that makes so much sense, or I've been feeling that, or, you know, in the past I've had weird energy headaches, and I knew it wasn't just me, and when I post it usually here on a live, other people are like, oh yeah, that's my issue too. So I'd love to hear feedback from anybody that makes sense with, or doesn't make sense. If you have a debating, you know, the opposite side of it, then rock on. I'm open to hear. Don't mind me, this ear. So this is the ear that gets really itchy inside, but also this ear has been clogged for like the last 3, 4, 5 days. So it's just annoying the bejeebers out of me. Bejeebers. So, so yeah, that's what I think is going on this week. I think it's really powerful. I think that you should definitely take a conscious decision to work with whatever the energies are. Even take inventory of where you are, where you've been, and where you want to be. This is definitely a portal to choose what luggage to leave on the station before the train leaves. So, you know, if there's stuff that you just have been hemming and hawing about, or if you're still trying to wrap up the last of 2025, which was the year of the snake, which is, you know, releasing your old skin, releasing those old elements, those old characteristics that no longer serve you, then by all means, get that done by the end of this week. It's really time to only look forward. Kim, I'm excited for this year. Feel there's going to be some great changes. I'm going to jump on the horse and ride it through. Yeah, sames. Completely. Cheryl, yes, I feel the same. I did a lot of work on it yesterday. I'm glad to hear that, Cheryl. I love that. So yeah, we're all drops of the same ocean. It's so crazy though, because, you know, Earth, this classroom Earth, this matrix, it definitely gaslights us to think that we're so one, you know, our own individual, just us, there's nobody else, we're so individual. And I've learned through the last 5 years with what I do now, in the way that I pick up energy for readings, may it be individual or group, we're not. I mean, literally, I'm going to the collective. The collective is us. It's each of us. And I'm just ruffling through information and sharing what I need to share and helping where I need to help. Yeah. More so now than ever before. I just, you know, my easiest explanation there is that we're each a drop of water to a larger ocean. It's very much so. I don't know if anybody remembers this, but there used to be a Star Trek series where there was a character. They were on a I don't know, some kind of spaceship, satellite, yada yada. There was this one character who is the security, and like every 24 hours he would liquefy and turn, you know, sit in a bucket or a container, and his whole world was all about a bunch of these entities that were just liquid, and they just sort of, like, when they were back on their home planet, it's just covered in this water, liquid. That's it. That literally is my belief about, you know, the collective. So, and in that, liquid is, you know, so symbolic of emotion. You know, when you think of water, you think a lot of emotion and depth and clarity and connection. So, not here nor there kind of thing. I've got 3 different containers of beverage on here right now. That's crazy, isn't it? So, let's just talk. I hope I hadn't bored you. Let's just talk a couple minutes about some of the stuff that's going on that I am either spearheading or teaching or I'm going to be at. So you know where you can find me. So I've probably beat this to a dead horse, but I have a healing circle on Saturday, the 21st. I'm assuming that you probably should sign up. If you haven't signed up already, it's probably going to fill up as we get closer to the 21st. It's maxed out at 15 people because it's 16, but you got to include me. Completely free. And this week, I think, is just really going to be pushing people's boundaries, opening their eyes. So yeah, you're welcome to show up. You just have to sign up. As always, I'm only going to say this once this live, but anything I talk about for events and classes, you can find. Thank you, Jill. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the stars. Anything that I talk about for events, classes, etc., you can find either in my link tree, and there's almost always a Facebook event created for it. So I'm just going to say that once. I'm not going to say it again. So the healing circle is really awesome. It starts at 11 until noon. And it's an hour, obviously an hour long. It consists really of a guided meditation for about 8 minutes. And then we go through a process of just everybody writing down the things that they feel need healing. May it be, as I've said before, globally, intergalactic. Did you like that? You got to start thinking intergalactic. Stop thinking small. So intergalactic, global, national, local, personal, whatever. And then we spend time. Thank you, Kim. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We spend time everybody does their own version of what they feel is sending healing energy to the collective jar of needs. And then, after we do that, we do a small closing ceremony. Last couple times we've jibber-jabbered quite a bit afterwards. So, yeah, I enjoy it. I really do it just to grow community and tribe and people who need. There's a place to come and connect with like-minded people. So if that intrigues you, if you feel that that's calling to you, especially now, then you're welcome. But like I said, sign up. There is a link. Just so I know how many people are coming, make sure there are enough seats, enough tables, enough equipment to do what we need to do. Other than that, on Sunday, the 22nd, I'm going to be spearheading the Synergy Circle event again, or first time in a while. So that's going to be from 3 to 4:30. The Synergy Circle has been around for a year, 2 years, maybe even more than 2 years now. It is an event that myself and James Joseph Rosenfield originally co-created, collaborated on. For a while we had stepped back, and Carrie Duke had been running it for a good 9 months, if not longer. She stepped back for a little while, and I'm gonna pick up the reins and keep it going because I think it's a really good thing. So this event is also a free event. I haven't been to a few. I know how it used to be. I went to a couple when Carrie was doing it, only because my schedule became really intense at one point. But I don't want to let it die. I think there's a lot of value in it. So it is obviously a free event, like I said, so you would have to sign up for it. I do only have 15 seats available for this also. And like I said, it's from 3 to 4:30. So we usually come in. Most of the people have been to more than one Synergy Circle, so they know each other. They jibber-jabber. We get settled. We talk. You're welcome to bring a journal to write in. We usually do a guided meditation. We also do a learning module in the middle. It's anything and something that's related to metaphysics or metaphysically tangent in one way or another. It is Thursday. I still haven't figured out what that is yet. So In my perfect ADHD, pressure cooker is where it works for me. So in the next, 2 days, I have to figure that out and make an agenda. It should be really fun, though. They always are, kind of thing. And then in the olden days, when James was doing it with me, he would do some astrology stuff. So I may cover some of the astrology, especially since this week has been so intense. Good morning, Sarah. How are you? No, Nadine. Good morning, Nadine. The soul reflection. Cheryl, I won't be able to make the healing circle Saturday. I will be at yes. I saw that, kiddo. Wait. Yeah, I think. Yeah. And after this live, I'm probably going to jump on. We have a Synergy Circle Facebook group. I'm going to jump on there and do a small live just to give everybody a heads up kind of thing. There is, like I said, a Facebook group. There is about 42 people in there right now. Once you've went to one or more Synergy Circles, you're added to the Facebook group if you want. There are a couple people who don't do Facebook, so they're not part of that. But it's a great way to continue to grow community. I mean, that's one of the main reasons we started the Synergy Circle, because we felt there was a real need for collective tribe connection. So yeah, we're going to work on that. Bear with me for 1 minute. Spirit's talking to me, so I'm checking in on something. Please tell me. Good. Okay. Had to check on somebody. So the weirdness that is me, I love it. So yeah, with that being said, Synergy Circle is a really cool event. I would really like to build it up again, make it really strong. Hi, Sylvia. How are you? Good morning. Wish you could come to Circle too, kiddo. What's going on? Still recovering from ER and huge pain. Okay, well, then we will, I will put you in the Healing Circle jar. Why not? So the great thing about the Healing Circle jar is, we've been doing that one since June. And so everything that's within the jar stays in the jar. So every month when we have a circle, you continue to get really great energy sent to that issue, whatever it may be. So, but I'm also really excited about the Synergy Circle. I'm going to try and do my best to make it into a really solid routine again, only because I haven't been to a number of them in the last, 9 months. So, I'll do my best. So, Lord knows, it'll be an energy all in itself. Hi, Dan. How are you, sir? Hi. So, yeah. Oh, Dan, I still have to send that application out to you. I have not. I haven't done it yet. Dan, just so I have it on hand, send me a private message with your email, please? I'd really appreciate it. Sylvia, it's, of course, more than glad to send some energy your way. Kim B, what's the name of the Facebook page for the Synergy Circle group? I think it's just Synergy Circle group. Synergy Circle. I can look, Kim. I will be posting on there. I believe you are already part of the group, Kim. So, after I do my live, after I get off of here, I'll at you in the comments so you can find it. How's that sound? So, and then Sunday night, Soul Journey Sunday is happening again. For anybody who hasn't heard about this, it is a virtual gallery. So I'm part of this organization, and there's about 65 other intuitives. Deb DeSalle, who's down in Albany, the Malta area, she is a reader in this organization. So we are doing our next Soul Journey Sundays on February 22nd, which is Sunday. And it starts from 7:30 to 9, and it's a Zoom. And it's really cool because you get, for $55, you get 2 mini readings, 2 15-minute readings from 2 different intuitives. Card reader, it could be a card reader, could be a psychic medium, could be a psychic, could be a rune reader. I don't know. To be honest, I haven't really checked in, so I don't know all the variants in divination. but they're always good. Like I've said before, about 2 years ago, I sat in on one way before I even knew I was going to be part of the organization. And I found a lot of value in it. So you may want to do that too. What do you got going on Sunday night? Do you need guidance? Oh, another thing that I'm thinking about doing, because I do really truly feel this week and the next 30 days are super, super impactful. I'm thinking about offering a special fire horse reading sessions, 30-minute sessions. I haven't worked out the details yet. Would that interest anybody? Because if it doesn't interest anybody, I won't do it. But I just really feel like, well, I'll be honest with you. I'm being led by spirit. It's an idea that's popped into my head. Probably, I have this agreement with spirit. So if something pops in my head once or twice, I don't really, I'm like, that's my ADHD. But once it hits 3, maybe 4 times, then I've got to pay attention to it, especially when it happens over like a week. So I think I'm going to do fire horse readings for a while. I believe they'll be spirit led. I have to work out the details because I wasn't expecting to talk about this right now. So is that something that would interest you? Do you need guidance, insight, particularly based on the fire horse energies that are coming in and how they're going to directly affect you? Because I can do that. Why not? And I need everybody. I need everybody on their A game this year. I need everybody to stop sandbagging themselves. I need everybody to try at least to be at their full potential. All the whispers that you've been getting the last couple of years that have been holding you back, that have been telling you no, or the story you're telling yourself, we got to drop that. That it just doesn't function anymore for us. Awesome, Kim. Reiki Dan, it's a hard one to remember. Oh. Yes, totally hard, Dan. I'll have to go back and find it now, though. I'll remember it. Sylvia, it seems like there are more than one Synergy Circle groups. Interesting. Well, you can only join Synergy Circle group if you've been to a Synergy Circle. But 2, I didn't realize that. So I want to say right now, the screen, the image has a ring of angels in pastels holding hands. So I don't know if that helps, but I didn't realize there was more than one. I wonder why there's more than one. So, but yeah, so right now in the header of the Facebook group for our group, there's this, it's just an image that Carrie put in of a bunch of angels in a circle holding hands, I believe, all in different pastel outfits. So if that helps anybody, you're welcome to it. So yeah, so as I was talking about, sorry about all the ums. The Soul Journey Sunday is a really cool event. It seems to be going really, really well. They are doing their last push for ticket sales for that. And if you want, they do have a website. And, of course, a Facebook page. And, of course, you know where you can find the sign-up link kind of scenario. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Hi. Good morning. And then, of course, next Wednesday, the 25th, I am starting up my next Mediumship Development Circle, which is a 6-class series in person at my office at 667 Bay Road, the Pheonix Risings Energy Center. So that'll be starting the 25th, and it's from 7 to 8:30. And it is a total of $300 for all 6 classes. The dates as are now are February 25th, March 4th, March 11th, March 18th, March 25th, and April 1st. So if that intrigues you, or if you have questions, or if you're not sure if that's the right class for you, if you just need to talk about it, I'm more than glad to do that. So yeah. What is Spirit telling you? That's what I would go with. And when you're getting information, you have to really decide if fear's trying to pull you away or Spirit's trying to lead you into something good for you. Am I any brighter? So, for Christmas, so I have 2 ring lights. And then for Christmas, I got 2 more ring lights. And this morning, I finally just like put them together and got them up. So, do I look brighter? If not, that's okay too. They're not the best quality. Oh, I love the dragon. The little dragon-y thingy. I'm not sure, bug, dragon. So yeah. And then after that, next Friday, the 27th, I'm going to be doing a paid live Facebook reading session. So, I've done this in the past, as I've said, for many of you, you've been on here many times. And it's this great little opportunity to get a 10-ish minute reading from me right here on a Facebook Live. So even if you don't sign up, you're more than welcome to jump on and watch me do readings for other people. A lot of you have never seen me do a reading, so it could be really entertaining for you. It could intrigue you. So who knows? But I have 6 more, I want to say 6 more slots available. So if you would like a 10-minute-ish reading with me, maybe 15, I don't know. I'm not in control. Spirit is. Then I would definitely sign up. It's a great price point for me. It's $30, which is, you know, a really great opportunity to get a reading with me. And I love my mini readings. They're almost my favorite. 15-minute readings. Like when I do Mind, Body, Soul or Beardsley Castle or any of the psychic fairs or events I go to, the 15-minute readings are really cool because Spirit knows, I don't know how, but they know it's just like 15 minutes. So they get right to the meat and potatoes. Like they do not screw around. There is almost always real value in those 15-minute readings. Life-changing for so many people. And I just love that. I love it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a 30-minute and a 60-minute because it allows me to work through the details and help in depth. But usually the 15-minute readings for me are just like, I'm not going to say messy, but they're quick and to the point, and Spirit doesn't mess around. And I'm blessed, so blessed in the last 3.5 years, especially, to just trust enough to just go with it. And just know. So, I love that. Love that, love that, love that. So, if that intrigues you, like I said, the 27th, which is a week from Friday, I'll be doing a live right here on this community page. So, and it starts at 8 o'clock. And I already have somebody signed up for 8:15. I might even have somebody signed up for 8:30 already. So, it should be really cool. If not, if it's only those 2, then I might offer up the ability, like once you see a reading or 2, maybe you'd be like, oh my God, I have to have a reading. And then maybe we'll set up some kind of scenario where that can happen. Perhaps I don't know. I'll figure it out kind of scenario. And then March, so then we lead into March. March 7th, I'm doing the Awakening Our Psychics Abilities class again. It is from 2 to 3:30 on March 7th, like I said, which is a Saturday at my office in person. If that intrigues you, if you want to get better with your psychic abilities or understand them better or start to realize what is your, imagination and what is your abilities, this would be a really great class for you. It's $50. And I loved it last time. It was really a great class last time I did it. I want to say over the summer, I did a class with 6 or 7 people in it, and they made real growth. And I love that. To the point that I think it scared 1 or 2 of them. Hi, Rose. Good morning. How are you? So, and then of course, March 14th, which is my big spring event. March 14th, I'm doing a gallery reading at the Park Theater for Glens Falls Senior Center. And it is from 3:30 is when I officially go on stage. The doors open at 2:30. It is, I want to say, $66 and some change for a seat, and I'm excited. I'm ready. I really, really feel like this is going to be an amazing event. They've already done some advertising for it, so we'll see. I would really like to see there be a couple hundred people there. But of course, I'll read as many as I can read. There's going to be an intermission in the middle. The senior center is going to be offering, concession stand stuff. And then I'll have a display table with some of my stuff, just marketing and stuff like that. So I'm excited by that. And then, of course, I've already got, I think, roughly 4 volunteers to help with that event for me. So if anybody else is interested in helping, just reach out to me. I think I have Kim B. I think I have Cheryl. I think I have Peg. I believe I have Shelly. I could use 1, maybe 2 more, maybe. Whatever. If you don't want to, that's fine too. So yeah, I'm not going to talk about anything else beyond March 14th, but I am really, really excited about what's coming. I love it. I hope you are too. I feel like I'm leveling up again. So I'm being prompted to share something, so I'm going to share it. So this is wild because for many of you, you know my story, and in 2019, the summer of 2019, I had an incident which led to me hearing, it's time to Pheonix, it's time to step forward. And now I'm here where I am. I've really went from a muggle to what I do now on a daily basis, between the center and my readings and my teachings and all this stuff. So yeah, so 2019, I had an energy wave come over me in August, and afterwards all my senses had really popped up, and I was hearing, it's time to Pheonix. It's time to step forward. So I'm telling you that because last Saturday morning, I woke up hearing, psychic hearing, which is one of my senses, but I don't get it a whole lot. I woke up with the message, it's time to step forward again, or it's time to step forward. And it's had me a bit baffled, only because that's what I thought I've been doing. I play it off real calm and cool the last 5-6 years, but it's scary sometimes to, especially in 2020, 2021, 2022. There was a lot of walking through the fear flames. So I think I've done really good at it now, and I'm in a really comfortable spot. But I've been in the most loving, tender way, much like I was saying when we first got on here, kicked in the head. So I'm right now trying to figure out exactly what that is. That this next version of it's time to step forward. I don't know. And it's been really I was a little bit in shock Saturday and Sunday and a little bit of Monday, but I started rolling it into my meditations where once again, I'm accepting the assignment. I am just a vessel who is here to do whatever my purpose is, my plan, my spirit, whatever my soul plan is. A++ it. That's my game. And it took me a bit to lean into that. So it's been a little bit of a head game the last, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, but yeah, now I've given it. I once again am saying, okay, that's fine. I'm more than glad to do that. I'm more than glad to do whatever's needed. What is that? Show me the way. So I don't know, and I find it really interesting, unless it's just not coincidence that this is, as I consider it, the week of the Pheonix, with all the amazing astrology stuff going on, and energy stuff going on this week. So I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm not exactly sure what more they want. And when I say they, I mean spirit, the collective, God source, whatever you want to call it. So are you having any issues like that? Anything interesting happening to you that's being so in your face, you're like, oh, okay. So, I don't know why I exactly shared that, but I got prompted to do that, so I did. And I'm not one to hold back anyways. As many of you know me in my personal life, and as many of you get to know me, you'll realize that part of me being as authentic as possible is, I don't really hold anything back. It's funny, as far back as I can ever remember, my theory was always, if you were brave enough to ask the question, I'm brave enough to give you the answer, no matter what it was. I don't get embarrassed very easily, for sure. Sylvia found it. It will send you a screenshot by Facebook Messenger for others. Oh, cool. Nadine, James, I'm going to message you later about stepping up. Have an opportunity that I think should go to you and related. Oh, cool. Okay. Cool, kid. Sounds good to me. Okay, so I've covered everything up until March 14th. I have tons more. I really worked hard at getting like the next 3 or 4 months locked in with events and classes and stuff, but I don't want to overload everybody. So we're going to do a couple different things. So this is the deck that we're going to use for our 3-day spread. I typically do on a Thursday. I do a spread that usually relates to Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So let's do that. And then after that, I think we're going to do something with Magic of the Unicorns Oracle deck. So we'll see what that happens afterwards. Ooh, Nadine, what's going on with the heart chakra stuff as soon as you said that to me? Uh-oh. Not a bad uh-oh, just uh-oh. Oh, I am loving my hair today. It's amazing what'll happen when you wash it. Oh, okay. Please give me a message for the highest good of our collective for the next 72 hours from when they see this spread. I already got 2 cards. I'm just waiting for one more. There it is. Ooh, interesting. Oh. Okay, this is going to be an interesting message. I already know it. Okay, kids. So we have 3 amazing cards. I'm going to share each of them and then read the card and maybe even read all 3 cards together. But as always, tomorrow or whenever you choose to, check in with this post. Check in intuitively. Is this message meant for you? Is it meant for you fully or partially? Either way, as always, if it is, use it as a beacon to co-create your life for the next 72 hours. If it really, really resonates for you, the next 120 hours, whatever. You are in charge. I am just literally the meat suit here, shuffling the cards, and Spirit drops them down. So, with that being said, our first card is enabling. There is someone you're helping, or are you, question mark. In reality, you may be enabling them to continue in negative patterns and never take full responsibility for themselves. Step back and let things play out. Enabling. Card 2, discovery. New ideas, people, or opportunities may be coming your way. While there is still work to do to reach your goal, you may discover new strengths and passions along the way. Loving me a black cat. So last Friday was Friday the 13th here in the U.S. I so wanted a black cat to cross my path because I feel like that's like, so Friday the 13th for me is a power day. It's the divine feminine. It's, miracles. It's a day of miracles. So for me, I think they're amazing. The only thing that can top a standard Friday the 13th is to have a black cat cross your path, because all the things that the powers that be make it sound negative because they want to poo-poo on the power is actually a positive. So Yeah, so that's a great card. And then our third card is shame. You've carried this burden far too long. It's time to release the guilt you've placed on yourself and start a new chapter in your life. Set a new goal and begin taking action towards happiness. So the cards are enabling, discovery, and shame. So I'm going to read these together and see if they flow, or somewhat flow. So, there is someone you're helping, or are you, question mark. In reality, you may be enabling them to continue in negative patterns and never take full responsibility for themselves. Step back and let things play out. New ideas, people, or opportunities may be coming your way. While there is still work to reach your goal, you may discover new strengths and passions along the way. You've carried this burden far too long. It's time to release the guilt you've placed on yourself and start a new chapter in your life. Set a new goal and begin taking action towards happiness. That's a pretty powerful message. I don't know about you. Wow. So that is our message that I will post tomorrow morning with a photo and a little paragraph message. I feel like it'll probably just be this message. I can tell you that already. Sometimes Spirit has me modify, tweak it, add it, delete it. Now that this one's locked. I might like rephrase it a little bit so it flows a little better, but I'm not changing it. It's really powerful. So put that over there. And then we are going to pull cards from the Magic of the Unicorns. We're going to do individual cards. So if you are wanting a card pull from this amazing deck today, please say so in the comments, and I'm more than glad to do that for you. Just let me know if you want it. It's funny, this deck's been calling to me a lot lately too. I'm not sure why exactly. Kim B, yes. Anybody else? Anybody else? I think I got too deep for people today. I had a big audience at one point, but they all faded away. I must have been too on my soapbox about stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I love this deck too. I don't use it a whole lot. It was actually, so you guys can't see my setup, but I have a weight bench over there. And I have like a dozen decks just sitting over there on my weight bench. And that one jumped out at me today, the unicorn one. So. Nadine. And. Dan. And Cheryl and Rose. Cools. Oh, there's more people on here than I thought. So my system is saying there's only 3 people on here, but I've already had 5 people ask for a card pull, so that's a little wild. Wonder why. Okay, Kim B. We're going to go with you and see what we have for her highest good, please. Please give me a message for Kim Bacoli's highest good. Ooh, they're all sticking together all of a sudden. That's interesting. Kim Bacoli's highest good. Oh, that's what I want. Kim, you have card 22. Ooh, power number. Manifest your dreams. Focus on your vision. Seek satisfaction and contentment. That's for Kim B. Kim Bacoli. That's a good one. Love that. Once again, focus on your vision, seek satisfaction and contentment. Nadine, please give me a message for Nadine's highest good. There it is. Did you see that jump out? Flew across. Nadine, you have card number 3. Create your vision. Do what makes your heart sing. You are being nudged forward. That's cool. Have you been standing in line and not keeping up? So Spirit's behind you, gently pushing you forward to the front of the line? You're welcome, Kim. Dan, please give me a message. Oh, there's Dan's. Dan, you got 2 cards, buddy. Your first card is card 25. Caring community. Participate and belong. Enrich your life. That's Dan's first card. And Dan's second card is card 30, Cosmic Diamond. Spread hope and joy, illuminate the world. Ooh, that's a crazy cool card. Sorry, gotta try and figure out 4 different ring lights now, so make sure there's no glare. So for Dan, it is participate and belong, enrich your life, spread hope and joy, illuminate the world. You're welcome, Nadine. Cheryl. Ooh, popped right out, Cheryl. Did you see that? Cheryl, card 5. Oh, Cheryl. Card 5. New opportunities. Declutter your life. Glimpse a magical doorway. I think it's really significant that it says new opportunities, and I don't know why. So Cheryl, declutter your life, glimpse a magical doorway, new opportunities. Donna, yeah, we will definitely add you in, kiddo. So Rose, please give me a message for Rose's highest good. Please give me a message for Rose's highest good. There it is, Rose. Ooh, Rose. You have card 26, Violet Flame. Sorry about that. Invoke the cosmic diamond violet flame. Transmute all that is not love. So, transmute. Be an alchemist. Turn all those other energies. Transmute them into love. However, anything that you don't want or is not useful in your life right now, figure out a way to change, silver into gold. And that was for Rose. I agree, Cheryl. I don't know what's going on in your life right now, kid, but that card feels so good. And you've been so holding back. I don't know why, but I just truly, truly feel like you keep not pushing the button to start, whatever that means. Kim B, can you do one for my daughter? Yes, of course. Let me do Donna first. Donna Persons, please give me a message for Donna's highest good. Ooh, Donna, you got 2. Oh, this one. Oh, okay. So the first one somebody else got. Card 22, manifest your dreams, focus on your vision, seek satisfaction and contentment. That is Donna's first card, card 22. And then her second card is card 12, which is a great number also. The freedom of truth. Communicate honestly, be who you truly are. So authenticity. Be the most authentic version of yourself. So, focus on your vision, seek satisfaction and contentment, communicate honestly, be who you truly are. And that is for Donna Persons. I love that, Cheryl. Dan, thank you so much. I'm offering readings this weekend and I'm a bit nervous. Don't be nervous. Why? Why? It's okay though. I understand. Believe me. When I did my first readings, March of 21, I cried. I literally cried all the way to the event and I cried in the car. And I begged Spirit not to make me go. And so I went in. And I didn't think anybody was going to sit with me because nobody knew me. I had 25 readings that day. 25! I mean, that's pretty damn good. I mean, there's a lot. I don't hit 25 very often these days, but the economy's a little different. And people were really, itching to get out of their houses because, we had all those restrictions from the plague and stuff like that. But, yeah. I wish you nothing but good luck, sir. You know you'll do fine. Just don't let the fear creep in. You're very welcome, Donna. Okay, Nikki B. Nikki. I always call her Nikki. I don't know why. Nikki. Nikki's highest good. Please give me a message from Nikki's highest good. Nikki, card 34, Cosmic Pearl. Expand your psychic gifts. Open the gate to the angelic realms. So this is for Nikki. I almost called her Bacoli, but I don't think her last name is Bacoli anymore. I don't know why, but the last 2 times I've done lives, and Kim has asked for a card for Nikki. I don't know why, but the husband keeps popping into my head. I don't know why. So I don't know what's going on with him. So Nikki, your card is 34, Cosmic Pearl. Expand your psychic gifts. Open the gate to the angelic realms. Which is an interesting pickle for you, Nikki, because you are so black and white. I mean, you love the metaphysics, but you struggle with the justification of how it all works. So... Oh, okay, September. Interesting. Thought it already happened. That's a great last name, though. That sounds like a pen name, like a writing name. Nikki Fox. That's so cool. So, yeah. Is there anybody else that I have missed that wanted a card? I'm more than glad to do it for you. It's interesting. I'm feeling inspired to just do a collective card. So, I don't know what that means, but I guess I'm going to shuffle until a card or 2 falls out. Chris Anderson. Hello, Chris. How are you? Guess what? Nobody called me for the girls' getaway this year, so I don't think I'm going to be there this year. Juanita, who is the spearhead for Girlfriend's Getaway, she retired from the event after last year, so the new person hasn't reached out to me, so I guess 2 years was it. So I hope to keep you on here and say hi to you every so often. Interesting. So our collective card for the group. Anybody listening in right now? Of course, Chris. I'll give you one in just a second. Our collective card is card 31, Cosmic Emerald. Create perfect health, excess, divine abundance. So that's our collective card for the group. Create perfect health, excess, divine abundance. And then Chris Anderson. Please give me a message for Chris Anderson's highest good. I don't know what to do. I'm not going to reach out to her. I don't know who she is or anything. Juanita said that she gave her my stuff, but I know other people that she's reached out to already, the other people who have been at past events. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Bummer. Okay, so Chris, your card is card 44. That's a power card. I love that. 44? Oh, that's nice. I am present. I am presence. Presence? Yeah. I am. Okay, like God. I am. The I am presence. That's it. And your message is expand your stellar gateway. I am that I am. Ooh, that's an interesting message. What I also love about this is, for those of you who don't know, that is Archangel Metatron's cube. Archangel Metatron is the angel who is always with me. Don't really know why yet. I have felt him with me since I started this, since 2019, 2020, just last week I was sort of asking like a little more guidance on why, why me, why him, that kind of thing, like what's our relationship. But so that's really intriguing for Chris also, is this Archangel Metatron's cube, also sometimes called Kabbalah. No, I can't remember the name. I think there's another name for it. But Chris, so this is for you. You're very welcome, Rose. Always, always. This is really interesting for you, Chris. It feels like Spirit's asking you to reconnect with your spiritual side, to try and heal those wounds that has put a glass barrier between you and your spiritual connection. So once again, the message is expand your stellar gateway. And you may want to look up what stellar gateway means. Spirit, your spirit team will lead you to the message you need or understanding that you need. So it's STELLAR gateway, stellar gateway. And then underneath that it says, I am that I am. So there's a lot of power in the word I am, the statement I am. So you may want to lean into all of that. There's a lot of content on the internet about I am, just being present, the I am statement, and how that can really work towards bettering your life, bettering your future, co-creating your future. So that is what I have to say for Chris Anderson. I hope it was helpful. So with that being said, kids, it is 10:06. Is there anything else that we want to talk about? Anything else that you need to know? Any comments you want to say? If not, that's fine. No worries. I'm loving these colors together today. You're so welcome, kiddo. So welcome. You know that. From literally the bottom of my heart. Anything to help lift you up. So yeah, with that being said, as always, tomorrow you can check in. You can see the post for the 3-card spread. And it's always a pleasure spending time with you and getting to know you, and hopefully you getting to know me. And I wish you nothing but amazing things. Look for 3 little things to be grateful for today. Just 3, other than my stomach growling right now. But that's where it starts. It's just finding the littlest things to be grateful for and really hold those like seeds and nurture them until they blossom happiness for you. I wish you nothing but great things. And I know that you'll have nothing but great things. Do not let fear lead your path. And with that being said, I will see you soon. Bye. Bye, Dan. Thank you. Nadine, thank you. Yes, definitely message me, kiddo. Peace out, everybody.